What up, human with hat? Alright. What up, George? What up, Blind? How we doing, Blind and George? How are we all doing, fam? Happy Friday, that's right. Happy Friday. How we all doing, fam? How we all doing? That 3-day 50, fam. That's what we're gonna be looking to buy. I don't expect Bitcoin to really lose that 3-day 50. The 3-day historically, fam, is like the bull, EMA, and MA cross. So for me, like, you can see the back test here. Here's the cross. Here's the cross bullish. You could just long this, long that. Okay, there's never really been a fake out of any sort. I ignored this, to be honest, fam. I ignored this back then. You know, you live and learn, but regardless, I'd be looking to buy up on that 50. As you can see, also in like right, summertime, you got the short opportunity where they flattened out the 3-day 21 EMA. They crossed this right here, back tested that 50. So really, if you just use the 50 itself, kind of in price action point, right? Sell, long. That's your second long opportunity. The back test right there. Sell, sell, walk away, sell, walk away. Long, long, long. Short here, long here. You know, that's, look at that. You would still be riding this trend. So, you know, on some type of major pullback, again, you know, we're going to kind of, I believe we're going to kind of trickle down here over the next few days. I think that's you know, be patient, right? This is the 3-day time frame I'm looking at here. We already had a bounce on the daily. This was kind of a back test of some, of sorts, should we say. But right now, Bitcoin definitely doesn't look good kind of on the daily time frame, right? Lower highs, change in structure here. This was the structure break right here. And lower highs. So until this trend changes, which I don't expect it to change until, we take out some liquidity lower. This didn't provide a good bounce, so we're gonna have to be looking, for another bounce that could get us. You never really know, right? But something like this, hit this box, and then we bounce again, and maybe we can break, here, and this would be a good short opportunity. I could totally see them pushing it back up into 69K, 70K. Maybe a fake out, maybe not, and we go down here, right? Again, I'm not really buying until a little bit lower. Gonna have some patience here, because fam, it's simple. It's simple as this, okay? It's simple as this.
We're going down.
We're going down, fam. Down we go. Yes, we are. Alts do not look good, fam. Alts do not look good at all, fam. Alts. Let's check out Bitcoin dominance here. It's doing okay. Let's bring out my EMAs and MAs, get on some lower time frames. 3 days is actually really important on the Bitcoin dominance. We'll check out that. We've been talking about kind of the levels here. It's holding this. It's holding trend. Okay. So trend is still bullish for Bitcoin and not for alts. And look at this. Bitcoin's been going up since December 18th of over a year ago on Bitcoin dominance. And there's going to be a point we're losing the 50 MA. You see how this is kind of tipping? There's going to be a point, right? Where there's going to be a major pullback. And this is what I'm look, there's going to be a major pullback, fam, soon. A pretty ugly looking dip, okay? On Bitcoin and alts. But that, fam, is when we're going to start seeing alts gain control. And fam, if you've been here to any of my streams, fam, right? Here it is. Okay? Here's the halving. Bitcoin dominance likes to go all the way up to that halving, fam. Up. Halving. Up. Halving, right? Different times. Solana exists. There's a lot of good projects out there that exist. So this Bitcoin dominance, the levels aren't the same, but the trend is definitely the same. Up until the halving, then we're going to see that pullback. You're going to want to jump into probably Ethereum for that ETF narrative, because crypto needs narratives. But you know what I'm buying instead of Ethereum, fam? It's simple as this. I'm buying Solana. I'm buying Solana in every dip. I'm standing by that. True that. Fam, I'm telling you right now, buy Solana. There is no other coin you should be investing in. On a DCA strategy, try to, and fam, if you guys don't know this, DCA strategy is simple, right? A DCA strategy is simple. It basically means that you put the same amount of money in over the same amount of time. So you could be putting $20 a day into this market every day, okay? $20 a week, once a week, into this market, right? You could be putting $20 a month, once a month. It's the same time interval, same amount. That's a dollar cost average strategy, fam. So if you, I'm telling you right now, like for me, I'm still putting, and I can do this because I make money trading every single day. For the most part, there's some days I lose, but I still have capital from trading. Overall, I'm winning, right? I have capital and I'm buying $100 a Jupe still every day. So right now we have a pullback, for example, on Jupe. Let's go check out Jupe real quick. Have a nice little pullback here. This is an old setup, so ignore that We're gonna get rid of that. That's an old setup. It actually worked out. That's from a couple weeks ago, the stream. But anyways, here's a daily. You know, checking out all the, you know, we got higher lows. We're basically making some type of giant consolidation flag here, I would guess, of some sort. You know, it could be tighter than that, but I'm expecting this to actually come down, maybe test that 97 level, play down here. Let's go here, change this up a little bit. But you know, most of these charts are playing out bearishly. Why? Like, here we go, golden pocket rejection on the daily for Jupe. It's gonna send us a little bit lower. Could hold that higher low though. I mean, don't get me wrong, but you know, it's for me, buying dips on the strongest projects going forward. That's my strategy. Okay, I'm not putting my money into 10, 15, 20 coins. I'm putting my money into 4 coins max, fam. 4 coins max. I'm putting all my eggs in my basket, fam. All of them. Okay, and because I'm putting all my eggs in my basket, and you know, into 4, like 1 basket, excuse me, 1 or 2 baskets, is because I have that conviction. Okay, I had, you know, conviction obviously to buy Solana at the lows. I still have conviction that Solana will be the Ethereum winner of 2021. We're talking conservative target for me is $800. That's no FOMO. That's no BS. That's actually a realistic target. Why? Ethereum's market cap is around that same amount right now in Solana. So if Solana, you know, got to the Ethereum's market cap, then that would be, you know, that would be the same, right? It'd be $800. It'd be the same. $800 Solana right now would be the same market cap that Ethereum's at. So there is a flippening happening, fam. It's never the flippening that Ethereum holders were ever talking about or thought about and stuff. And I'm not saying Ethereum's going to disappear. Look at Cardano. Cardano is a worthless piece of shit. Okay, it's actually owned by a bunch of institutions that's constantly shill it, and people think like it's gonna fucking go to these new all-time highs. It's not gonna go to these new all-time highs. It's a dino shitcoin and it's worthless. It's fucking worthless. And then you look at XRP. Like, if people are still convinced XRP is going to fucking $5-10, and like, to be honest, fam, it might go to $5-10. But to be honest, but also XRP hasn't changed anything in over like 4 or 5 years price-wise. So that means your opportunity cost, you're losing out by holding on to XRP than if you had just sold and thrown into Solana, or you thrown into Jupe. Okay, and another thing, okay, I get that people were making this ridiculous amount of money on the on-chain coins. That is great, fam. I'm just gonna tell you right now, that's the riskiest shit you could ever do. That's the riskiest shit you ever do. I'm not against it, fam. I got into Pepe early, way before it was sexed. I fucking told my whole Discord to buy some Pepe. It was an easy one for me because of the meaning of Pepe in the community. I obviously am balls deep in this community. I know what Pepe means. So you know, I think like, if you're going to go that route and take those risks, fam, understand when the market flips upside down, or there's like the crap that's happening right now on the on-chain coins on Solana, you know, just be very, very careful what you're investing. I personally don't like throwing my money away. Okay, that doesn't mean I won't invest in an on-chain coin. I'm just more interested in the stability of a spot play, a stability of like a 20x leverage play on a more liquid coin that, you know, is held by 8 different central exchanges. It doesn't have you know, 4 bag holders that just created this coin out of thin air, fam. And there's a lot of rug pulls out there. I mean, look at, if you don't follow Zach XBT, then go follow that guy. That guy is a hero in our community. He's actually something I probably always wanted to be. I'm jealous. I would rather be Zach XBT than trading this shit right now. But like, he's the one that narrowed in on that shit and locked it in, and good for him. But he's exposing these scams all the time, all these rug pullers, and it's scary, fam. It's scary in that sense. But so I'm personally trying to make the most money I can, and this should be your goal, in the least amount of time with the best actual crypto projects out there. Like Solana, fam. Solana is a no-brainer, okay? I'm telling you right now, Solana is a no-brainer. Like, it's at $172 right now. You should go buy some at $172. Like, in a year, it's not going to mean anything, Like 100 in 1 year from now, Solana will be, you'll never see sub 200 again. I'm convinced once we blow by 200, we're already consolidating underneath it, fam, on Solana. We're already consolidating underneath it, but once we and we're holding major support here. This is the, fam, if you don't understand this, this is exactly what this means. We're buying Solana here. We're buying Solana in this box. Just take it as an opportunity. We could go as low as 140, but I'm not looking for 140. I'm buying Solana now, okay? So I'm putting all my money in that basket. I'm putting a lot of money in the Jupe basket, okay? For me, it's not incredibly a lot of money, but it's a decent amount of money for me. I have some decent conviction in this. Very similar kind of look that Solana has. As you can see, this kind of triangle pennant consolidation. But I do think any dip, major dip, or any opportunity is a buy, okay? Now, I want people to understand that for like something like Solana, which has really, it blew out of this range, this $120 to $80 range, fam. It blew out of that range, and it's duly noted. Look at this. This is a retest. I will say this, fam. Solana on like some really ugly crash by Bitcoin. We're talking, let's say Bitcoin just went very aggressively down to 52K, and we're talking like in a day or two, like 36 hours, Bitcoin went down to $52,000 from where it is right now. Okay, just theoretical, right? I could definitely see Solana taking another wick here, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter from here to here. This is a we buy Solana zone. I am very aware that we can actually see much lower on this, but in a spot sense, I'm not talking about long. I'm talking about in a spot sense. This could be one of, like, not only would you want to buy Solana here, fam. I'm convinced you want to buy Solana here and probably hold at least 50% of that bag for 3 to 5 years, because that opportunity cost right now of $200, well, sub $200 Solana. Again, once we pass 200, you're not going to collect go and get under $200 Solana again. Guarantee it. Almost guarantee it, fam. I'm not going to say 100%, but a pretty high probability. Okay. And this is one of your best plays. It's safe. I said this is at $20. I said the same exact thing at $20 on stream. The best part about it is I have all the streams. I have all the VODs. You can't tell me I didn't say this shit at $20 Solana. I'm telling you fucking right now, between $120 and $170 Solana, $80 Solana, you should be buying Solana right now. I'm buying Solana. I'm making up for fucking Solana. I sold $70 and some even before that. Okay? I like, imagine I'm making up for that. Yeah, it's like one of those things, you sold early, I'm buying higher now. That's the truth. Good afternoon, Isabel, Zeffy, Marcel, thumbs up. Force people to buy Sol at 25 below. Yeah, Uber play. Have Savage already talked about Sol? Sorella says that. Has Savage already talked about Sol? No, we're just getting into Sol. We're 100% just getting into Sol. I think great opportunity on Sol. But again, you know, I think we're gonna play this out a little bit more. Really ugly daily candle right here. Earlier in the week, it was really interesting. We went up and tested the weekly open and we just came back down. I totally missed that, but that was the short play. That was the short play. And I threw it up, but I was looking a little bit higher. It was actually a bad short play. But right here, the high was 68,249, and they protected that. So obviously this weekly is pretty bearish here, fam. Right? This weekly is pretty bearish. We went up there on, what was that, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. We went up there and retested the weekly open, basically 68,324. Got under $100 under that Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's still downtrending right now on a daily, really bearish structure, in my opinion. Could easily, again, go like this, but I'm expecting, because we're making these lower highs, I'm actually expecting a deeper wick. Would love to see this taken out And then I think this is the more realistic play. I'm not even gonna lie, fam. I think we're gonna come down here. We're gonna sweep this wick at 59,296. Come up here, right? And then there's a chance that we go down to my main target, kind of 48.7. But I'll tell you what. If this play happens right here, I'm simply gonna be. Hold on, let me change this song. If this play happens right here, I am gonna look for a long on Solana. If we can protect kind of that 57, 58K zone, which is support, I do think that we could easily. But we'll see. We'll see if that even happens. You know, this is on a daily sense. This is pretty, inefficient. I would call. You know, right? This little section right here. Short Sniper, thank you for that follow, by the way. D Guy, thank you for that follow. Seb, thank you for that follow. Qualifying Healers, thank you for that follow. Sorry I missed you guys earlier. D Geyser, my dream that Bitcoin nukes hard so I can heavily go into Jupe. Yeah, D Geyser, I would throw definitely some extra cash at that Jupe. I think Jupe at this price is not a bad price. Again, I'm throwing $100 a day, so I threw $100 on these days. I don't time it. It's on a DCA strategy I have hooked up with Jupe. So if you don't know, the Jupe exchange has a DCA strategy. You just have to give them you kind of front them the money, and they just use your Solana. I use Solana, so they use my Solana to buy Jupe. So I'm kind of, I spend a little Solana for some Jupe. I spread the love between the two. It's not actually stable, but Jupe is really good for limit orders and as far as like a decentralized exchange. Yes, I am still adding Jupe to spot, Mike, for sure. $100 a day. $100 a day. I think this is just temporary. This is going to be a temporary pullback, fam. I just think we could go. I would like to see us go a little deeper. We're gonna have to take. It's gonna be interesting here, fam. Are we gonna go take out this wick and land sub this wick, or are we gonna just go for it and kind of take out this wick right here? Any lower than that, really? Redraw this. Any lower than that, I would be concerned that we're just gonna go right to 53. It's just hard to see that, fam. Like, it's hard to see these quick dumps because the institutions now kind of control the show, and when it makes things less volatile. So is this going to be a slow bleed and they're going to catch it? But as far as like major trend goes, we're not bearish. We're not in a bear market until we lose the 3-day 50 MA. And if I had tried to front run that or said that we were gonna, I was mistaken. I'm not perfect, but yeah, we're definitely not in a bear market till we lose this 3-day 50 MA. But this would be a major buy. You can see kind of this happening with the 3-day 50 MA. If we could land on that in this zone right here, that would be amazing. Right, lose 49K, we'll call it, right? Then we're seeing much lower, but I don't see that. I don't see that happening for right now. We're not going to fade that 51 to 53K major support. But again, for right now, I would say look at the daily. Trend is down on the daily, and play it safe. Anyways, we'll go to Inge. Let's look at Inge because I want to talk about like a good short. We took this short. I'm in 70% of it still, but this looks really bad. I mean, you can't tell me this isn't gonna go lower. This is a short any bounce opportunity on Inge. They're kind of holding it here. They're trying to run it back turbo, but I don't know if I see that necessarily going until weekend. The last few weekends have been bearish alts. For the most part, I think we got a 2-day close today. Yep. And here's the 2-day close, right? So here's the Inge trend in a sense that we should talk about this. So I get rid of candles. I think that's a good way you can kind of see trend a little bit better. Obviously get rid of the drawings, but here's Inge, right? Here's the 2-day Inge trend, fam. We crossed bullish on October 20th. At that time, you could have gotten in on Inge at 764. In fact, had you got in on Inge on the 2-day bullish cross on January 2023, a year ago, a year and 3 months ago, you would have got in at $1.73. But regardless, right, here's the 2-day trend. Went bearish here in some type of consolidation. And then you can see here, the trend is very, very slow. In fact, we got this price action, right? Not the trend is slowing down, but as soon as this crosses, fam, look at this cross, sends us down, right? This is gonna push us down. And look at this 2 days, 6 hours left. To me, this is gonna wipe. This could get ugly really quickly for Inge. Let's just put it that way. Like this zone is gonna be wicked into. It's a very illiquid zone, fam. Right? This is new highs. We broke out of the new highs. It's a very illiquid zone, so it's gonna be interesting how where we go into this, or if we just go all the way down eventually to my $17 support. What I would like to see, honestly, is just an aggressive drop to 53K, nuke all some of these mega longs that I was seeing that were long from 62 and 63 and 64K. Mega longs, dude. I'm talking like, fam, I've seen some mega people flashing their mega long perpetual longs and this zone. And that's really, I'd hate to be long right now between 60 and 70K. It's very liquid. The EMA and MA that I'm showing right now, it's more of it's trading EMA and MA. It's not long term. So it's the 21 EMA is the yellow and the 50 MA is the light blue. That's the trend. But again, look at this, right? We're closing a candle below this. We rode that 50 and we're breaking down, very bearish candle. This is going to be absolutely nuke time, and we're going to we'll fill this area, right? And then if we lost this, which don't count on it, don't count that we lose this support, the all-time high support between $19 and $17. But we can definitely wick into it. I think it's smart to even throw some low leverage longs in here, fam, because this is coming down quick. We're at least going to range lows, obviously. Range lows could hold, but everything's trending down right now on some shit. I think like an inch swing long is one of the best trades right now. Even from here, I think an inch swing long is one of the best trades. Oh, it's in my pocket. You know? And FET? Yeah, I haven't charted FET in a while. Let's look at ARB. ARB's, look at so we were talking about the 2-day. Check this out. Look where ARB is, the 2-day. 77 days of distribution. Look at this. It's like pennant, failed break, textbook fucking tops right here. Failed break, ugly 2-day right here. This would be free money short, baby. 100%. Assuming you gotta wait for the close, but like I can get up there. This is a dope song. I'll look up Phantom. I got a chart on Phantom. Phantom looks good right now on 2-day. On the daily, it looks good. Phantom daily looks okay. Look at this chart I made. You tell me, how does it look? As long as it closes over what, a buck 11 54, it looks good. I don't know when I made this chart. I made this chart a long time ago. Like, Phantom could go to a buck 64. I mean, just in the sense of like, look at the 2-day on Phantom, right? Look at the 2-day on Inch or ARB, right? Just the candle alone, besides the structure, besides this 2-day cross, which is pretty significant, the structure alone, fam. Aptos, here we go. It's a perfect example. Okay. So this one's going to go for the highs. 2-day looks great. Pumping. Daily looks fine. Rotational alt season, fam. I mean, what do you, this is it. Rotational alt season. Doesn't get, you just got to time these right, fam. If you're going to, leverage long, leverage short, you got to time them right. I would say, all right, let's look at, I want to look at TEL here. Yeah, like some of these I'm not really concerned about. Like this is kind of like what a lot of these coins did. They broke out, chop, and then they broke higher. Very Aptos. We'll look at Aptos as an example, right? Here's the breakout, right? Here's the breakout. This is the daily chart, fam. We chopped here for, you gotta have so much patience, fam. You really gotta relax. So here's your breakout right here, right? You know, we chopped down for 48 days after the breakout. So we had this move, right? Here's the breakout. 37% move. Everyone's getting euphoric, right? But look how long it took to consolidate. From the breakout retest, well, until the breakout, it was like 56 days, right? Because you can see right here, if you're just using basic bitch trend lines, right? You broke out down here, you retested here, and sent. So you really broke out in 56 days. Here's your breakout. 56 days, 37%. Oh, Aptos is done, but no, just kept going. Just kept going. And it's been choppy. Look at this. This is pretty choppy. This is pretty choppy, but it's vertical accumulation type of. I'm not gonna lie. This is vertical accumulation. If this breaks, it's likely because this is rotational alt season. I think an Aptos is gonna probably try to break this. Aptos is a fairly new shiny coin. It's ARB-like, it's Inge-like. So everything I've seen with those coins, right? They broke their highs, they ran a little bit. It's very possible Aptos runs. You know, it's gonna run here a little bit. But like, let's see. So anyways, 37%, 56 days. Go over here to TEL. Oh, here's the breakout. No. Got our breakout. Here's our breakout right here. How much was that? We called it right here too, by the way, fam. 100, you doubled. You fucking basically doubled since this call. 80% up. What is that? 99%. Yeah, you doubled, babe. Fam. I called it right here. We called it right here. Unreal. You've doubled your money on TEL. Well, what's going to happen now? Well, $60 days of chop. Boom, boom, boom. Then it's going to break out just like Aptos. So this is going to be your opportunity right here on TEL. Continue to buy spot. They are not done with this. They did not They did not consolidate here. This is the daily chart, fam. We're not bullshitting here. They didn't consolidate in this fucking downward channel for 2 years, 619 days, almost 2 years. They didn't fucking do that just to fucking have this little minuscule breakout. Could come down here, retest this trend line. They do that shit all the time. But what would that be? Come down here, retest this trend line, something like in the apex of this. Got a nice slant coming from right here. Again, the daily chart, fam. Would be a re-entry on TEL. It's just a spot play. They don't have perpetuals for you. You know, another, in my opinion, this is another winner. This is another winner. there's gonna be some crazy money flying around this year. You watch it, fam. This little correction in the stock market and everything. The Fed is gonna just keep the rich getting richer, fam. That stock market's gonna stay afloat, fam. It is. It's staying afloat. Speaking of EMAs and MAs, let's go here. I want to pull up 200 EMA. I think we hit that in the 4 hour. Yeah, we are. Okay. All right, so here, look what we got going on here. Delete. Cleaning up my chart, man. All right, so what we really have right now, fam, and you know, my mentor was watching me right now. He'd be very proud of me. We got a little squeeze going on. Got 50 MA, squeezing Bitcoin between the 200 EMA, and I actually didn't know this was going on, but like I had a feeling, and we just checked it live on stream. I'm not even, this isn't like a pre-prep checking the 200 EMA. I knew we had retested this because I kind of know distance and stuff, and I'd seen it a week or two before down there hanging out the 200 EMA. Thought that could be a good support on that 4 hour, and of course we did tap it, bounce, denied by the 50, come here. So this is what's gonna happen, fam. It looks like, you know, for like a Bitcoin situation, might be good to long here. You know, just kind of a small scalp trade. That's what's the weekend's gonna do. The weekend right here, this is the weekend for you. This is, 100% this is what the weekend's gonna do. We're just gonna squeeze between this, see how long until it's the apex, like 4 days, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, easy prediction right here, fam. We're gonna go and test that 50 MA again. 66.6. Get long to 66.6, 66.5, almost guaranteed. I mean, the top is in this for temporarily. It's not. I don't think the bull market is not close to being done. We're just gonna take a little break for a month and a half, maybe 2. It's gonna be like summer 2021 in some sense. You know, I think a slower grind, kind of down. I don't think it's gonna be 50%. So that's from the top to the correction. I don't think it's gonna be 50%. I think it'll be lower than that. you know, somewhere like 30-40%. We'll see. But it'll be an opportunity to get in, and it'll be, you know, if you're not buying in at that point, then you're a fool, I would say. Invalidation's like 47, 49K. Don't want to break. Don't want to break. Yeah, people need a break though, you know. This problem is, this is a proper rinse for all the people that doubted me. This is a proper rinse for those people. You know, that's how I see it. You know, look, I mean, this fam, this is like, you know, it's just textbook distribution. I've been calling it for fucking the entire time up here. And people hate on me when we took successful shorts here. We took a successful short here. Here, I believe. We actually nailed like 3 swing in shorts in the Discord, fam. On that move. 3. Most were closed out probably between 35 and 38. But they were the swings with a possibility of 30s and 31, and they were good plays. Yes, it's swing failure pattern. Yes, swing failure pattern. This range is fucked up though. It was on the 3-day too. Or Bonk as beta plays on Soul? No. No flare. Again, I put all my money into like 4 coins max, and Bonk or Whiff are not one of them. Won't be one of the 4. And I don't think that goes against those coins, but I just, again, I kind of just put all my money in one bag. I think that's the right move. I'm not, you know, if all the people put their money in Apple back in the day, you know, instead of maybe Apple and all these other, if all these people had just put all their money in Apple, DK, thank you for that follow. You know, instead of maybe like throwing their money around, they might have been, you know, in a different spot. People don't think about that. I think, I'm gonna just throw all my money in a few coins. Jupe and Soul mainly, and one of the coins doesn't exist yet. I have money on the side for a big project that doesn't exist yet, and I also have another. I got a stack of JLP, but I kind of consider that the Jupe stack, just in the Jupiter exchange. And then I have a lot of sideline capital. I'm just always ready for new opportunities and. Silky, you gotta also have sideline capital as a trader in case things could go awry. But I haven't had that for, knock on wood, 5 months. I haven't had to put money in for 5 months since October. I'll tell you what, fucking was a grind back. But you live and you learn, and you get better and you get over that shit real quick, you know? Fam, you feel me? That's what you gotta do. You gotta move on to tomorrow. Let's do that. Gotta like also have mental peace, but normal. Look, I would say, let's see here. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up. Uh, I don't know if I trust. Wait, I think 31. Yeah, I think 31's a good TP. That 50. Look at Arb sitting on the 50.
Insomnia, please release me and let me dream about making mad love on the heath, tearing off tights with my teeth. I only smoke weed when I need to.
I don't like that trade.
To get some rest, yo, where's my
I still like the 3-day. Okay, look. So, fam, I'm gonna teach you a little something. This is like a. I'm gonna turn off the music. This is a good little teaching right here. All right. So, let's say you started using the EMA and MAs that I use, the 21 EMA and the 50 MA, right? The 50 MA is a very common moving average to use. I recommend anybody and everyone to use it. And the 50 moving average on almost every time frame is pretty important. Okay, fam, you'll see how it plays. I'd say the 200 MA and EMA are really good. The 50 MA could be also with the 50 EMA. I've said this before. I'll say it again. If you don't know the difference between an exponential moving average and a moving average, is an exponential moving average moves faster. Okay, so with an exponential moving average, the 50 EMA is above the 50 MA, same ones, right? It's bullish, and when the 50 EMA crosses down below the 50 MA, it's bearish, but not necessarily short bearish. It's as in the trend is getting bearish. It's slowing down, whatever you want to call it. It's a speed, it's speed indicator. So usually you're going to complement a moving average with an exponential moving average. If you're looking for speed, right now I'm not looking for speed. I'm simply looking for trend changes on this. But again, if I were to come over here and I use the 50 EMA and I used the right here, right? It kind of gives me an idea of here to the 4-hour, gives me an idea of the trend. Okay. So again, when the 50 EMA, right, above the 50 MA, the speed is bullish, right? And then when it crosses, it starts to slow down. And then look, it's slow right here, never cross bullish again. And that shows you that's a lower high even. I mean, like you can use this for multiple things. And you can see right here how important it was, the speed. As we're coming up here, they kept it bullish. They used this wick, they kept it bullish, and then it finally turned bearish. Look at that, bearish, lower high again. Where once this turned bearish, it kind of triggered, hey, listen, if you look at the repetitive, watching history and using this over time, you can see, look, all right, this slowed down. We broke down here. Do I short here? No. This usually means that we're going to blow up, make our lower high on the 4-hour, right? As long as that 50 EMA doesn't cross above the 50 MA. That happened again here. So using them for a speed sense, that's kind of why you'd use one over the other. But like, and just using it for a trend change, I think it's better to use different ones. Like again, this is the 21 EMA and the 50 MA. And when this crosses here, it means get in. And when this crosses here, it means get out. And you could that the lower highs come in, and this works a little bit better than just using the 50 EMA and 50 MA, because again, one shows speed, one kind of shows trend changes, overall trend changes, right? And you're going to want to watch those trends on every time frame. Work back time here. Here's the 1-hour. Here's the what's the daily look like? Okay, the daily's been bearish, right? It was actually in a bullish. It actually turned bearish here on ARB. In fact, we went right to the 2-day. Again, we're looking at this for price actions underneath this. If this crosses, that's going to put pressure down. Puts pressure down on it. Why? Because the algorithms use this. The bots that you are trading against, fam. That's they use these same things, these same variables. So understanding that you have to use some type of EMA and MA system, it's very important, and know why you're using it is very important as well. I'm not going to use the 200 unless I'm kind of looking at like major trends, and then you throw the 200 in there. Have it wrong. The 200 in there with ARB, right? And we're under. Now let's do this. No, we'll leave it. Leave it. I'm being indecisive, right? Let's look at this, right? Constructively. The 200 EMA kind of flattens these out, right? You see that? Take away the cross system necessarily, and then we take away the price action, which is just the candles. What we can see here is trend has been bullish, right? Overall, look at this high. Look, we're just going up the whole time. The overall trend on ARB's been bullish. It's October 2023. All right. Now we're kind of seeing the first time ever this kink right here. And we already know the price action is underneath this pennant. We already know that, right? I don't need to bring the candles up. There they are, right? So this tells you what? There's likely going to be a pretty big correction. Why? Because we're going to have to get above this 4-hour 200 EMA again. We're hanging out down here. We're going to have to come down here. This is going to have to come down, flatten out. Oh, kind of similar to here. This is going to have to kind of happen. Not saying this whole huge dip, right? But again, this is going to have to come down, get flattened out right around here. Either goes bullish, bearish. Same thing's going to happen here. So using the EMA, the 200 EMA or the 200 MA or whatever you want to use, got to know why you want to use it, fam. I mean, this is a really clean way to look at price action without, kind of getting a bias. Again, if I paid attention to important variables on the 3-day back in October, I wouldn't have lost as much money as I lost. But you live and learn, and you try not to make those mistakes. Again, constantly reminding yourself, like, all right, here's the ARB 200 EMA. We'll look at all these constructively, right? Here's the 4-hour on ARB. Okay, here's the 4-hour on Bitcoin, right? We already know we're hanging above it. Remember? There it is, hanging out above it. Bitcoin right now, it's going to try to shake alts. That's what it looks like. Looks like you're getting that shakeout on Inge that we were talking about. Yo, Sarge, thanks for that follow. Thank you for that follow. But like 200 EMA, it's holding that. Obviously, let's look at Solana. So we already know Solana is big time holding this, right? 4-hour most bullish coin is so far off its 200 EMA, fam, that this is the most bullish coin in a 4-hour sense, technically, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, there's Aptos is pretty bullish here. You're looking at the 4-hour. Probably have an avoidance of bearish divergence. They didn't really close that over. That's good for Aptos to continue. But take away, again, this, and you can have a good idea what's still trending up, what's still trending down. Good way to buy, sell, spot, right? Like, here we go. Let's look at TEL. We're just talking about TEL. Yeah, good at TEL. Way up here, 96% move, maybe a little pullback, right? Or no, it's actually right down here. But in this sense, holding the 200, don't see a reason to get rid of it, or loses this, that's fine. But again, it's just a spot play. I think it's a big opportunity spot play at these prices. TEL 100%. TIA Here's Tia. Tia doesn't look great. I would say let's get some price action closing above the 4 hour 200 EMA before you be looking to maybe buy or long Tia. Maybe down here is a good opportunity, but maybe they're going after this wick. Right now trend is down on the 4 hour. So this is what we're just looking at. Phantom. That's Phantom's trend. So, wow, really far off. What about 1K to invest at some point? Which coins are you looking at? I would put it in. If you have 1K, I'd probably put like 80% into Solana and 20% into Juke. You can do a breakdown of Sol for the weekend. Yeah, I could do that. Let's see here. I'm just gonna break it down like I normally would. So, um, ignore my thought process here and be quiet. 4 hour cross. I mean, I think we're gonna go lower. It really looks like it's gonna push alts down further. 8 hour has a hold right now. 12 hour. We'll have to see. Right now, I couldn't tell you. It's holding the lower high, I mean, structure wise, like structure wise, it looks okay. I wouldn't like shorting here. But again, I'm more looking just to buy. I don't know if I want to short Sol as much as I'd rather put my money on buying spot every day for the next couple weeks. That's what I would really focus on, honestly. These are great prices for Sol. Yeah, great prices for Sol. I don't want to short Sol anymore. I'm not saying that they wouldn't work out for you. I would just I might be looking for a long at some point. I'm not looking for a long right now. I'm interested into trading. I don't know where to start. The people make it sound like it could be fast payout for everyone. I watch it look like they've been doing it for months. Maybe you can help me with some clarity. DK, what is up? What up, Draco? I didn't even see you. DK, I would start by I do VODs all the time. I like do lessons like that on stream. They're not all my streams are like this as good or you know, I mix things up, but to be honest, to be good at trading, you have to learn from experience. And so I would say watching somebody trade or say why they do something or not. Like again, I think Bitcoin's gonna hold here for the weekend. This is a lower high, and alts could pump. They could, some might dump. I think some's gonna dump. Some are gonna pump. I think Aptos looks really good. I know this because I've been looking at these charts all the time, and I don't think you learn that overnight, and you gotta learn from experience. And like, why would I short Aptos here instead of long it? Why would you long it? You gotta know the answers to those questions before you even touch trading with any money, and you can always paper trade first. I recommend that to anybody that is looking to start trading. Start with fake money and see how you would do and be profitable in that sense first before actually putting your money, because right now it's a very very dangerous market. I mean, even buying spot, you buy spot, let's say on chain or do something crazy like that, there's a lot of risk, fam. There's a lot of risk um, in any sense. So you got to know why you're buying a certain thing. I'm buying Solana because I think that it has Ethereum potential, if not more. I think it's gonna wipe out Ethereum. I think not in the sense that Ethereum will ever go anywhere. I just think that it's possible Ethereum doesn't make new highs even again, even though we got pretty close to it. Got to 4K, but I don't, buy with purpose. Yeah. I'm just not a fan of $50, $60 fees. I still use the Ethereum network all the time and I lose so much money. I've lost hundreds, thousands of dollars using the Ethereum network just to gas fees. How is that fair? It's like going to the casino and you get charged a 25% premium for putting a quarter in the fucking slot machine. I mean, that's what it's like. That's what using Ethereum is like, fam. Imagine going and playing quarter slot machines in Vegas, and you have to throw a nickel in every time with it. That's what it's basically like. Or in a sense, they are doo doo. They're such doo doo, Adam. You know, dude. I know you messed around with that on chain stuff. But anyways, fam, I'm gonna call it. I appreciate everybody. I think it was a good stream. You learned a lot. Again, there's some good coins. There's some coins pumping. Sometimes it's alternating alt season right now, and I think that some alts are gonna see more pain than others. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens over the weekend. Make sure you're in the Discord, fam. Get in that Discord if you're not there. It's free. There's a free section where we all talk, believe it or not. I don't really talk too much in the premium talking section, but we always talk in the free chat, the free trading chat, and I'm always throwing up some free trades here and there. And also, listen, the premium, it's free. All you gotta do is go sign up on my Blowfin, deposit $300, prove it in the Discord, and you get 3 months of premium calls, fam. That's a call almost every day, 4 or 5 days, at least 4 or 5 calls, usually a week, it depends. But we're always looking for winners, and that's all that counts. It's been actually a really, really good month. If you caught the jupe long from 60 cents, we rode that pretty high. Some people rode it to like $1.30, which was amazing. Yeah, I mean, we've had some great calls this month, but always trying to keep it going. So definitely, we want more people, bigger community. Come in, at least minimum the free chat, and go sign up on Blowfin. It's free for you. Go just sign up. You get a deposit bonus, $300, and we'll call it that.